God's grace heals all. God's grace heals all. God's grace heals all. God's grace heals all. Oh, hello there. Welcome to the Allavie podcast. This is a show where we talk about things that are going to inspire you, motivate you, bring wisdom and knowledge and experience so you can create your dream life. Welcome to the show. Let me put my guitar down. My baby girl. Welcome, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. This is episode 2 of the Allavie show. And today, let me just center for a moment. And I invite you and I'd love for you to center with me. And just allow that sweet song, that sweet little song to just wash over you. And know that that is so true, that God's grace does heal all and it can heal all. So my prayer is that you are using your connection with your higher power today to become the best version of you, to heal the past and heal maybe things that weren't even yours. Maybe we're healing ancestral lineage trauma that we were given, and our conscious mind, we didn't ask for that. So that is my prayer for you today, that God's grace comes and it can heal anything. Anything can be healed. If you're alive and you're breathing, you can be healed, and you can also live the life of your dreams. This is my reminder, and I love to say this every episode, all the time, is that nobody is stopping you from living your dream life. Nobody is stopping you from ascending to the heavens and being the most authentic expression of yourself that can possibly be. So today I decided we were going to talk about how to authentically express your voice, how to express your authentic voice. And I'm a singer. I write songs. I have been studying songwriting and singing since 2012. And I have had a handful of different teachers. They've all taught me different things. I've done my own self-study, reading books, watching YouTube videos, and also being a live performer myself, and also a live human being that has relationships, that talks to people, that sees what works and what doesn't work with my voice, with using my authentic voice. So I have 3 points about that today. How to get in touch. First, we got to get in touch with our voice. First of all, this is such an amazing statistic. I looked this up today. It is only a 1 in 400 trillion chance of you being born a human. That is almost unfathomable. Like, that's almost, you can't even understand it. I don't even get that. So instead of you being, maybe you could have been a whale, or maybe you could have just been a little particle in the sky or a plant. No, you were born a human. And to be born human is literally 1 in 400 trillion chance. I just want you to let that sink in. That means you're a miracle. If nobody told you this today, you're a miracle. And that also means that you were given specific instructions by the universe, by your higher power, by God, to do something impactful in this world that only you can do, because there is only one of you, and there will never be another one of you, and there has never been one of you, which is amazing. So take this into your heart right now and realize that you are just such a unique soul. You are the only one that has ever been you, and you know that you have an impact to make. You know you have specific instructions, whether that is starting a podcast or writing a book or even doing something that's not recorded. Maybe your soul is crying out to you, I want to dance. I want to write. I want to make art. I want to create. That's a natural human instinct. We are creative by nature. And I know in my own experience, when I haven't been creative, when I'm not creative, because I'm such a creative person, it'll go inside and I will actually self-destruct. I will go down a very dark path. And I know that I am unique, just like anybody else. And I know that not everybody has that, but I want you to get in touch with your inner child, your inner authentic voice today. So here's the first thing. We want to get in touch with our body. This is the first step of getting in touch with your authentic voice. The voice lives within the body. If we're not connected to our vessel, to our instrument, how can we be expressive? It's like getting your piano tuned or tuning your guitar or getting the right paints for a painting project. Like if you don't have the right colors, if you don't have the primary colors, how are you going to mix them and make a beautiful scenery, a beautiful painting? So the basis of the voice is the body. That's the foundation. Now, what are some ways that we can get connected with our body? First is body scan. I invite you, if you are sitting down or if you're available, if you're not driving or doing something where you need to have your eyes open, you can do this with your eyes open or closed. Better if you close your eyes. Just close your eyes. And you can start from the feet up. First, feel your feet. Are they cold? Are they warm? Are they clammy? Have they been in your shoes all day? And then come up to your ankles, your knees. Just notice if you're feeling any tension, any pain. Just notice it, no judgment. Coming up to your pelvis and your hips and your waist and your belly. Are you hungry? Does your belly feel good? Did you just eat a good meal? Do you have indigestion? Do you feel a little bit empty? Just notice, just take these things in. Coming up to the heart and the lungs. How's your heart feeling? Does it feel like it's missing something? Do you need more connection in your life? Or is your heart really full and your relationships are thriving right now and you've put a lot of work in for that? Now we're up to the throat and really where the voice lives. Is your throat dry? I know I need some water right now. Hydration is a huge, huge thing in life, period. Our body is 70% water or more. And if we want to use our voice, the optimal vocal health, we need to be drinking a lot of water. Half your body weight in ounces per day, or about 8 glasses of water, like those big glasses. And it's good to put a little Himalayan salt or Celtic sea salt that has extra minerals to hydrate you more. I used to drink a lot of water and I actually would feel dehydrated. And I'm like, what's going on? It's because I wasn't adding the trace minerals in there. Okay, so the body scan is up to your ears, your eyes, your head, your neck. This is where I definitely tend to hold some tension and have chronically held my shoulders. So relaxing the shoulders, taking it easy, having this trust in the universe, the trust in life, trust in a higher power that everything is turning out the exact way it should and that we're safe. Most people grew up in an environment maybe they didn't feel safe. And that's a very common experience. And our childhood is such a magical time, but it's truly where we're imprinted for the rest of our life on what we believe and what we don't believe. And that doesn't mean we can't change it. Of course we can. That's why I love using resources like Yoga Nidra. This is another great way to get connected to your body, is to use Yoga Nidra, which is a beautiful thing where you do body scanning, you lie down, it's a guided meditation, and it actually creates this amazing brain body connection to where you're training your nervous system to be relaxed. And I use it a lot. I use it almost every day to go to sleep, but also if I have, when I schedule time to be doing it other than that. And you can also reprogram your subconscious mind that way. So in the show notes, I will be putting my favorite Yoga Nidra links in YouTube. Ali Boothrod, I think that's how you say her last name. She's amazing. She's my favorite. So this is the first thing. We need to get in touch with our bodies. One of the things is to do the body scan. And you can do it from head to toe or toe to head. It doesn't really matter. But just getting into our body and being like, how am I feeling right now? Physically. And which is so interesting because the next point that I am talking about, that we're going to get in touch with our voices. To get in touch with our voices, we need to get in touch with our bodies. We need to get in touch with our feelings. So our bodies are going to feel a certain way, typically because of our feelings. And I was taught this by very smart, people, that I really love this saying, and it's act your way into a feeling. Don't feel your way into an action. So that's why I started with the body, because if you're feeling kind of like, oh, I don't, maybe you're feeling low, maybe something bothered you, maybe you had, a weird meal. I don't know, some things like, we want to move the body, get into dance, go for a walk. I love walks, and I'll probably go on a walk after this because I wasn't super physical today. I did my morning yoga practice. Yoga is so good. Why yoga is so great. And I actually am a yoga teacher. I had got my certification back in 2014. I started doing yoga as a child. And yoga is one of the most amazing exercises because it does actually detoxify the body, and it brings your nervous system into that beautiful sympathetic. Parasympathetic is stress, sympathetic. Oh, wait, no, I got that mixed up. Excuse me. Your parasympathetic is the relaxed. So the parasympathetic nervous system, to where you can be a lot more relaxed, at ease. That's why I love starting the day with that. Another way to get in touch with your body and stay really tip-top shape and fit is to make sure you're getting enough sleep. I'm guilty of this. That's something that I have a lot of energy, and also I love Ayurveda. So I am a Pitta Vata, and I will also put this in the show notes. Like, take a dosha quiz. It is the coolest thing, and it's helped me so much. Ayurveda means knowledge of life, and it is the ancient East Indian practice of medicine. And basically, each dosha is a different element. And Pitta is fire and water. Vata is air and space. And then Kapha is earth and water. And we all have a little bit of them. Just usually two are more prominent than the others. And me being a Pitta, I have a lot of natural fire. That's just in my constitution. That's never going to go away. So I actually have to do practices that are going to make sure my fire isn't over the top, my fire isn't exacerbated. So I love to weight train, but if I do it too much, I'm going to be too fiery, too intense. Even my body, like, I might have trouble falling asleep because I'm just too active. So I still do those things. I like to lift heavy sometimes and do like pretty hard workouts. I just have to minimize them because naturally I have a lot of energy. And think about somebody who has a lot of energy and drinks coffee, or somebody that drinks, energy drinks. That's great for some people, but I just have to be careful with that. So my sleep is extra important, because when Pitta types, they skip sleep, not good. I can get very agitated, or I'll just be like, go, 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 go. And that's just unhealthy. So that's another thing about the body. So back to point 2, which is getting in touch with your feelings. Now, this is something that can be very difficult, but I think that understanding your feelings and getting into feeling your feelings, it feels scary, but fear is a mile wide, but it's only an inch deep. So once we actually start to realize, okay, maybe starting with your journal, like, how am I actually feeling today? And just letting it all out on the page. No judgment. If you're feeling angry, if you're feeling irritated, if you're feeling like lonely, if you're feeling like nobody understands you, just let it go. Like, write all that out. I definitely need to do that. I write a bit in my journal. Typically, I like to keep it positive, but I have to also be careful of toxic positivity. Like, oh, everything's great. Everything's great. Not so much. I'm a human being, we have this spectrum of feelings, and it's just like anything. You can't have the dark without the light. And so I'm not always going to be happy. But we can choose our emotions. This is what's important. I think it's important to feel your feelings, write them out. That's why moving the body is really important, to run or walk or write or dance or go to therapy. Therapy is amazing. Also use your voice notes app. That's something I have learned. It's like, I really need to talk to somebody. Okay, boom. I can just talk to my phone. And then you can listen to it back and be like, wow, like that, have that self-compassion for you. See, I listened to myself. I was like, I'm thirsty. I better eat some or drink some water. So using your authentic voice, and when I bring up the point of getting in touch with your feelings, it's so important because when you're singing a song or you're giving a speech or you're like gearing up to have a conversation with somebody that you love, an important conversation, maybe a tough conversation, which again, you have this fear, but like typically I can't even think of a time where I talked with somebody and when I was done, I felt worse. No, I always feel better. And I've never really had the experience of somebody like blowing up on me. And if they did, then you're like, okay, great. You just showed me who you are. Bye-bye. I'm like, hello. So don't be afraid to like tell people how you really feel. It wasn't until I was in my like early 20s that it was a friend and she like completely changed my view about my feelings. She was like, they're your feelings. They're completely valid. And like, you don't need to justify. You don't need to even explain yourself to anybody. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's awesome. So when we get in touch with our body, we feel, okay, how am I physically supporting my voice? And then we're in touch with our feelings. That's very important because that's how our voice is going to come through. Again, this could just be talking to yourself. And this is also your inner voice. This isn't just your outer voice, like to the world. We also want to get in touch with our actual inner voice. Get rid of the clutter. Get rid of the noise. That's why meditation is so powerful as well for getting in touch with your feelings. And I have a 7-minute mindset reset. And that is something that I gift to you for you to get in touch with who you are and your greatest expression of yourself, and then taking that next right action in order for you to ascend into that ultimate version of you. And the third thing is to exactly that, find the stillness to get in touch with your inner voice. And know like what need is not being met here. Am I like feeling lonely because I just haven't spent time with friends or like called any of my friends lately? Am I feeling like a disconnect at work? Am I feeling like there's so many basic human needs that I feel like sometimes we just forget about? We need to connect emotionally with others. We are emotional beings. We're social beings. And I think a lot of us, felt that during the pandemic and COVID and everything. And then some people, including myself, are like, okay, this is the new normal. What? No. No. We can go out. We can go outside. We can meet new people. We can connect with not new people. We can connect with old friends as well. So first thing is that meditation. That is something that helps me connect to a higher power and to something greater than myself. And I absolutely love meditation. Prayer is huge. Asking God, your higher power, like, okay, what's the next right step? But also just being like, please send me strength. Send me clarity. I love that prayer. I love asking for clarity. Like, please God, make my destiny, make my path so clear. And also I'm calling in all the people that are going to help me on my path. You can do the same thing, and it's where attention goes, energy flows. So if we're focusing on all the things we're grateful for and even if they're not physically even in our life right now, that's going to help attract that to you. And that's why emotion is so important. It's energy in motion. It's okay. Okay, so my energy is flowing and maybe it feels stuck. So I'm going to act my way into a new feeling. I don't feel confident right now. I'm just going to take a minute, say a prayer, do some breath work and express how I truly feel. Maybe in a notes app, the voice app, or writing it down, or like dancing it out, or just like screaming into a pillow. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. Especially because the throat chakra, you see this right here? This is our center of truth, our center of expression. So when I remember, gosh, it was a couple years ago, and I just really was going against my gut. That's another thing. Like, that's why I say get in touch with our get in touch with our body, get in touch with our feeling, is that gut. There are more. I just learned this today. Most of our serotonin, like 90% of it, is actually created in our large intestine, not in our brain. So when the gut is off, the brain is going to be off, but it actually starts in the gut. So we want to make sure we are like really supporting ourselves with the proper nutrition, green juice, supplements, the most whole food diet that you can find. We can do this. Honestly, I feel like like it's a full-time job, like taking care of yourself. But guess what? Taking care of yourself is hard, but so is being sick. Having financial abundance and being somebody who is on top of their game, on top of their business, attracting clients, going out there and making it work and making it happen, that's hard, but so is being broke. So choose your hard. Choose your hard. I know you can do it. I'm so proud of you. So after you go through these steps, getting in touch with your body, doing some body work, right? Like moving your body, doing yoga, going for a walk. Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you really just need some sleep. Getting in touch with our feelings. I tend to kind of feel it in my chest and my stomach. Am I feeling off? Okay, maybe I should go for a walk. Maybe I need to talk with somebody. Maybe I need to put up a boundary. Maybe I put up a boundary and I let it slip. Can't do that. That's okay. But moving on. And then, of course, getting in touch with that inner voice. So when we're in touch with our inner voice, our outer voice will naturally be stronger and confident and authentic. Remember, you are authentically you. You're the only one that's ever been you. You're the only one that will ever be you. There will never be another you. There will never be somebody with your same fingerprint, with your same eyes, with your same voice. Your voice is actually completely unique to you. That's what's so cool. And I know you can do it. So know that I am here to support you in your journey. Take a couple deep breaths with me. I am here to guide you. If there's something that you want me to touch on during these podcasts, please let me know. Also, my free offering to you is the PDF of your ultimate optimum vocal health. So optimum vocal health, there's 11 points there that you can do daily to make sure that your voice is completely supported. And then I have my 7-minute mindset reset. And that is just a game changer. And that's going to remind you that you are so unique and that God put into your voice, into your heart, the things that you're supposed to be doing. And you know what they are. You're in your heart of hearts, you know exactly what you want to be doing and what your destiny is, what you're here to do, your dharma, your actual purpose. So that's why I talk about the voice. How to express your authentic voice is a gift, and you are a gift. Remember that you are a gift. And you should never be tolerated anywhere. You should only be celebrated. If you're not celebrated in certain environments, you need to learn to celebrate yourself. And know that you have 2 legs, you can walk away from negativity. Nobody is keeping you stuck anywhere. And nobody is stopping you from you living your dream life. Nobody is. And I am here. If nobody told you today, you are special. You're one of a kind. You are brilliant. I completely believe in you. I totally believe in you. And I know you can do it. So sign up for my freebies, my gifts to you. Take the dosha quiz that I talked about earlier, which is all about that Ayurveda. And also do some yoga nidra. I'm going to be posting this week a guided meditation as well. I love guided meditations. That's going to help you to accelerate your growth and your connection with your authentic voice. And that'll be on YouTube, and you can download it on Spotify. Know that I am on Spotify. I am on Apple Podcasts. Of course, I'm on YouTube. Please subscribe, share this if this has impacted you. Comment about what you liked about the show. And as always, I will see you next time, and I believe in you. And share your authentic voice, share your feelings, share how you truly want to be seen, and nothing's stopping you. And I'm so proud of you. And I'll see you next week. Should we sing it out again? We'll do it. God's grace heals all. God's grace heals all. God's grace heals all. God's grace heals all. Check out my music on Spotify. It will help heal your heart. Talk to you soon.